So here I was, just trying to enjoy my Sunday off before the craziness of Ubisoft Forward tomorrow, until Ubisoft decided to surprise drop our first gameplay trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows at the Xbox Showcase, and of course, we gotta talk about it. That's what I get for trying to take a day off, I guess. Now, this is a short 2-minute trailer, it's all in-game footage, but of course they're using these cinematic camera angles and everything to make it look as good as possible. We don't see any of the UI. These trailers are designed to get people hyped, and to let people know we're getting a 13-minute gameplay walkthrough tomorrow. Now, with all that said, this trailer still looked pretty great to me. First things first, the environments look stunning. As to be expected, this is one of the many reasons why I've wanted Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan for so long. Say what you will about some of these games, but they almost always deliver beautiful settings and environments, which is one of the many reasons why Assassin's Creed and feudal Japan is a match made in heaven. We get to see many of the different environments and weather effects. I thought the snow looked particularly good. Obviously, it's still hard to get a sense of how good the game actually looks, just on a trailer through a heavily compressed YouTube video, but it does look very impressive thus far. And you can tell this is a new version of the Anvil engine. We get to see a lot of the different enemy types in the game with all the different weapons they have. Some have the Yari spears, we see this one with the Cannonbow, all weapons that we should actually be able to use ourselves. We get to see Naue do some cover assassinations in the tall grass, although it's hard to see what exactly the animation looks like because of the camera angle, but we get a much better look here at Naue's movement. This is undoubtedly my favorite part of the trailer. I love the look of her animations. First of all, she really gets some speed and distance with the grappling hook, and doing that into a backflip onto the roof, and again with another flip as she jumps down onto the ground. I love that. It looks really cool and over the top, and how you'd expect a shinobi/ninja to move around. She looks very nimble and agile. We get a brief look at what I believe is a story cutscene here. I would assume this is probably when she first gets her hidden blade, which I imagine would be at the start of the game, and we get a look at one of her assassination animations. Hopefully there's a lot more variety with these as well, but it looks pretty clean and quite fast. Again though, with the camera angle and it cutting before she even finishes the animation, it's a bit hard to tell how fast it actually is. We also see her sprinting assassination and a leap of faith before the trailer transitions into some Yasuke gameplay. The first thing we see is him shoulder bashing an enemy through a shoji door, which we know is going to be one of his abilities in gameplay, and we see some more of these samurai enemy types. They're all using katanas, and then there's this bigger brute-like enemy we saw earlier in the trailer who's holding a cannonbow. I imagine they'll be more tanky than your standard samurai. We do get to see some combat here. In this snippet, it appears Yasuke broke this guy's posture, which opens him up to an attack. We do know the combat will have a posture system, so that checks out. They show off some pretty cool finishing animations with the katana. This one is from the cinematic trailer, of course. Yasuke can even headbutt people. I wonder if that'll be a skill we unlock, or an actual combat ability. He also does this stomp, which I imagine is another ability. It looks like it breaks the enemy's guard, making them vulnerable to an attack. We then see Yasuke kneeling to Oda Nobunaga in a story cutscene, again, likely from the beginning of the game. This kind of looks like some sort of boss fight with this massive enemy. We then see another finishing animation with the katana, which seems to decapitate this guy. We already knew from leaks previously that dismemberment and decapitations will return, like with Valhalla, which hopefully won't get my videos demonetized, but YouTube is pretty strict about that stuff nowadays, so we'll see. It looks like we get a couple more snippets of some cutscenes. Yasuke straight up Spartan kicks this massive brute with heavy armor on right into a shelf. So it appears the Spartan kick from Odyssey is back, and we can see just how destructive the environments are going to be during combat. As we can also see Naue using the Kusarigama and cutting lots of bamboo trees while swinging it around and fighting enemies, which looks pretty sick. Like I said in my video yesterday, I'm definitely most looking forward to using that weapon type. We see Naue doing some more flips and stuff, Yasuke using the cannonbow, and Naue, I believe, uses a kunai to destroy this lantern to create some darkness to hide from enemies. something we can of course do within stealth in the game. And then she does this extremely acrobatic finisher with the katana. I'm not sure if this black and white filter was done just for the sake of the trailer, or if it's something we can actually toggle on in the game. It looks pretty sweet aesthetically, so maybe there's a Kurosawa mode or something, similar to what Ghost of Tsushima did. Although this might even be some kind of ultimate ability you can trigger. Again, maybe kind of like Ghost of Tsushima's Ghost stance. And so when you trigger that, it goes into this black and white filter. Who knows? But that's it for the trailer. In the description, it does say the gameplay walkthrough will be 13 minutes long, so we'll have quite a lot to digest and discuss tomorrow, I imagine. There is also some narration throughout the trailer from Naoe and Yasuke, but it's pretty basic stuff and doesn't reveal a whole lot about the story. Naoe wants vengeance for what happened to her village and to free Japan of its oppressors, all the stuff we already pieced together about the story. But all in all, a good little quick trailer to get people to tune in for the gameplay walkthrough tomorrow. I really like the look of Naoe's animations with the new version of the engine. That was the standout to me. I do hope to see some more of the parkour though, because it was mostly Naoe just jumping and flipping around. Not much of the parkour itself was shown. Hopefully we'll get some raw gameplay of that tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the trailer and the look of the gameplay so far. I'd say so far so good, but then again, trailers are meant to look good and get people as hyped as possible. The raw gameplay should give us a much better understanding of the game. But thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, and considered subscribing to the channel if you're new, and have a great rest of your day, Assassins.